Hi everyone, it's me, Beatty Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on today and do a flip through and first impressions of one of my latest Oracle decks. And it's called the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck. It's written by Kathy Ian Dolly and illustrated by Monica Hanadu. So if I messed up that name. Let's see the back of the box. So it says Hip Hop Queens Oracle, delivered with the swagger only hip hop can provide. This Oracle deck features 52 of the genre's most influential female stars, serving as a compass points for spiritual growth and portals to guidance and meditation. And it's published by Clarkson Potter Publishers, and I think they're an imprint of Penguin Books. Okay, so let's take off the plastic at the side. I know that's Lauren Hill, that's someone that I used to admire. I don't know who this is. Probably Queen Latifah, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so it comes in a lift-off box. It's got a ribbon there, which I didn't use. Sorry about that. So let's, before I go into the cards, let's have a look at the guidebook. So it's so many pages. Pages don't seem to be numbered, which is interesting. So it's difficult to gauge how many pages they are unless I count them singular. It would be nice if they could put a number on the page. So let's just have a read here. You could have chosen to throw any oracle cards in the world, but you're here with these. And what a special deck this is. Why you ask? Because Hip Hop Queen Oracle reigns supreme over nearly everyone. Women have been the backbone of hip hop since its earlier inception. They have weathered storms, reinvented the wheel, found love and heartache, birthed a new generation of children and artists. Beneath all of their perseverance and creativity lies spiritual and metaphysical presence. Call it what you want. Lighting in a bottle, black girl's power, but these female creators have potency that transcends the lyrics on a page or spins of a record on a turntable. Their emotion, insight, foresight, hindsight, and of course strength and resilience makes them the perfect symbol for an oracle. The 52 artists you see here are hip-hop oracles now, immortalized from tape deck to card deck. We hope they guide you the way they've blazed trails from underground to mainstream since day one. And it talks a bit about the hip-hop oracle. So it says here, like tarot cards, oracle cards serve as mediums for personal reflection. The symbolism represented on each card can help you focus your energy and interpret your experiences. However, while traditional tarot decks contain 78 cards and a complex visual system, oracle decks have no set number of cards and no instructions to follow, suiting them to a variety of uses. You can pull a single card to address a question or to set an intention for the day. You can throw a multiple card spread to tell a more complex story, especially if you know the beginning, yet are inquiring about the ending. It shouldn't be noted, however, that oracle cards are not psychic. They are not to predict the future, but they do exist to prepare you for whatever is within the universe plans. Now that's interesting, because it's saying that they don't predict the future, but they're here to prepare you for what the universe plans. Isn't that saying that they're predictions? Because predictions are just a forecast of events. This 52 card oracle deck draws inspiration from God Save the Queens, the essential history of women in hip hop, a book by Kathy Lanadell that travels through 4 decades of all inspiring women in the groundbreaking world of hip hop. Just as the book honours these dynamic hitmakers and determined female rap pioneers alike, this oracle deck pairs these formidable figures with symbols and images that repeat and reflect their character. Then it goes on to talk about how to read the cards. Then it talks about layouts. So there are many ways to lay out oracle cards for readings. Think of them like a song with multiple parts, each important individually and together. So traditional. So set your intentions for the day. What questions are on your mind? Single card layout, daily reading. So it gives an example of a daily reading. So for example, the card here is Nicki Minaj and it's leadership. It says here, Nicki Minaj represents leadership, an attribute that requires a degree of strength where even in the face of adversity, you might hold your convictions closely. A potential interpretation would be to take your day by storm, and if you're struggling with either a work project or a relationship, then take the lead. It will prove to be beneficial in the long run. Then there's a 3-card past, present and future, and it gives you 3 cards there and tells you how to read it. I'll give you an example. Hip hop inspired. Set your daily playlist for the day. Which queens will be in your supreme streams? And then it's got here Megan Thee Stallion, and her keyword is pride. Megan marches to the beat of her own drummer. Do you? If not now, might be a good time to start. It's like an inspiration kind of quote. And then it's got here Cardi B, pick a card, shuffle the deck and choose a card at random from anywhere in the deck. For the card selected, choose a song from the artist's catalogue based upon any given criteria. Most lyrical to most provocative. Whatever you choose, that song will be the soundtrack to your day. So it gives an example of Cardi B, and it's got personality. Cardi B has a strong catalogue, but what song would you choose? Is it her introductory hit, the Bulldog Yellow, or are you more into her collaboration with Bad Bunny and J Balvin, Like It? Question mark. So it goes on to give, that's Queen Latifah. More 3-card layouts, and it just, gives you some quite good examples. And when it goes into interpreting each of the 52 cards, so I think it's in alphabetical order. So Aaliyah is an angel, and her keywords are divinity, angelic, guidance, direction, protection, and advice. I'll just read you out what it says about Aaliyah. Aaliyah was like an angel on earth. Before she got her wings in 2001, her name, which means the highest and most exiled one, was proof alone that her place on earth was, quite frankly, otherworldly. While songs like One in a Million and More Than a Woman have now taken on a new meaning in her absence, Aaliyah's way of interpreting music differentiated her from any other artist. From her skillness to her voice to the fluidity of her body as she moved to the beat, Aaliyah was an artistic nubella, hot like fire, yet sweet like candy. And Aaliyah cards suggest that you could talk to your angels. Sometimes when you are feeling lost, we forget that there is an entire support system above just waiting to guide us. They can be loved ones who have passed on, or angels who have never met before, eager to serve and protect us. But believe this, when you talk to the angels, they listen. So when your sources of information on earth are not providing you with the answers, ask your angels for help, and they'll send you signs. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. So as I said before, it gives you all the meanings for the 52 hip-hop queens. And then it gives you a bit about the author and the illustrator. So that's the book. Now let's have a look at the cards. So Very nice backings. So size-wise, if I compare it to my Wandering Star Tarot, which is around about the size of a Rider-Waite Smith deck, you can see the difference. They're definitely oracle size. Okay, so let's flip the cards. Okay, so these are the 52 cards. So let me give the cards a quick shuffle to see how they shuffle. Oh yes, they shuffle. Very nice. Okay, what are my first impressions? So I must admit, I am a bit out of touch with hip hop. I'm more into the 80s and 90s hip hop. But some of the cards that I've seen here, like for example, Queen Latifah, that's her younger kind of picture. And I think there was Lauryn Hill they had here, which was her younger picture as well. Nicki Minaj, that's more of her younger self too. So I think that this deck is more geared. I mean, Little Kim doesn't look like this no more either. This is Little Kim back in the day, you know. So I think because of that, it's geared more for a younger kind of audience. Mary J. Blige doesn't look like this either no more. This is a younger picture of her. So I think it is more geared for adolescent you know, sort of someone in their 30s sort of thing. A lot of the artists here I don't know, because I kind of stopped listening to hip hop after the 90s, so I don't know a lot of the artists. I know Rihanna, um, and some of them are a crossover. So, for example, I remember Salt and Pepper as well back in the day. But so, for example, I wouldn't call Beyonce a hip hop artist. I'd call her more of an R&B. So it's just interesting. And you know, Lauryn Hill doesn't look like this no more, but this is a younger Lauryn Hill. And I like the fact that the ones that have passed over are seen as angels. That's lovely. Eve, it's kind of changed as well. So what I will do, I might use this deck for daily guidance and see how I get on with it. It's an interesting concept. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave a link for this deck in the description bar should anybody be interested in purchasing. Bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video.